Today on Public Eye News, the UP Health System's new medical building in Marquette is now open. And later we'll have everything you need to know about the recent lawsuit involving TikTok and its youth users.
Jackson Spencer will have your weather forecast for the next couple days, and later, Toby Camilli will have today's sports breakdown. I'm Luke Niddle.
And I'm Liam Euland-Joy. This is Public Eye News. An Upper Peninsula college recently stepped into the national spotlight when faculty from Michigan Technological University attended the Congressional Artificial Intelligence Caucus. The nonpartisan event in Washington, D.C. focused on technological innovation and education. AI experts from academia and government informed lawmakers about the impacts of advancements in artificial intelligence, including implications and opportunities posed by advances in those fields. The two tech professors in attendance, Alex Sergeyev and Vinh Nguyen, talked about the university's Beginnings Track project. It aims to promote interest in mechatronics careers, which are critical to modern smart manufacturing industries and continuing to rise in demand. And Governor Gretchen Whitmer announced a new business expansion project yesterday with major implications for the Upper Peninsula. Able Medical Devices, a Marquette area company, started in 2018 as a manufacturer of medical device implants and instruments. It recently reached capacity at its manufacturing facility in the Gwynn K.I. Sawyer area. As a result, it's expanding its operations by constructing a new facility. Able's new expansion is expected to create 40 new jobs with an average wage of over $36 per hour plus benefits. It is also expected to generate nearly $13 million in capital investment with the support of a $500,000 grant. The project is supported by the Michigan Strategic Fund and is located in Marquette.
Wisconsin Governor Tony Evers announced, in partnership with the Wisconsin Department of Administration, that over $115 million in grants given to the Flexible Facilities Program. Part of the funds would go towards upgrading and improving access to high-speed internet, with additional funds going towards improving and expanding community spaces, such as libraries. In 2023, Wisconsin ranked 28th in overall rankings for broadband internet access. In total, the state of Wisconsin received $189 million for the Capital Projects Fund from the FFP and the CPF Broadband Infrastructure Grant Program. Governor Evers stated in the press release that reliable internet is a necessity for Wisconsinites in every aspect of life, ranging from attending school or managing farms or a business. And the Upper Peninsula Health System opened a new medical office building on West Washington Street in Marquette. The building will house outpatient behavioral health, the UP Regional Blood Center, and the UP Bariatric Institute. The new center will overtake the building that sat vacant for several years due to an Office Max retail location closing. The parking lot and exterior were redone, and the inside of the space received a completely revamped, modernized upgrade. A ribbon-cutting ceremony will be held on Monday, October 14th at 4 p.m. to celebrate the new facility. For more information about the new space, visit uphealthsystem.com and click on the Find a Provider tab. And today, many retailers are starting to offer discounts and deal weeks, including Amazon and Target. With more on the rise of Halloween-related consumer spending, here's Dana Backus from CBS News.
The Meza family is going big this Halloween and looking to make the holiday special.
Is this one of your favorite holidays?
Yes, definitely.
What's that? Little Frankie is the reason why. He's having a Halloween-themed birthday party when he turns 5 at the end of the month.
This year, there's no budget.
Halloween shopping exploded during the pandemic, hitting a record last year. This year, the National Retail Federation expects spending to tick down, but still add up to its second highest total ever. Americans plan to spend an average of $103 each, and almost half said they got their start before October.
We've seen the consumer come out earlier than ever.
Nikki Ballas is with the seasonal store Spirit Halloween. She says sales for Halloween-related items and decorations are on the rise, from simple signs to pricey animatronics.
They're putting things out on their yard now. They're decorating their home. They're decorating their offices. Schools are having parties.
As for costumes, she says outfits for movies and TV shows are big sellers with kids, but plenty of adults are also getting in on the act, and costumes for couples are popular.
My fiance, she's gonna probably want to match. We were Harley Quinn. She was Harley Quinn and I was Joker last year.
Ian Megan says he's buying multiple costumes because he's attending multiple parties. Mia Cerna is doing the same.
Is this considered your favorite holiday?
Absolutely.
Why?
It's just any reason to stay a kid, never grow up.
And she's not alone.
This is long overdue.
1 in 3 people also say Halloween is their favorite holiday. Danya Backus, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Now don't touch that dial. We'll be right back with your weather and national news after this break. Stay tuned.
In this historic election,
Vance had this endless ambition to get somewhere.
This is a guy who is super competitive.
their influences and ideas
A pragmatic problem solver who really believes that government can and should help people.
He feels that the world is moving too fast and it's casting away its old rules too fast.
This election just became even more important than it was before.
premieres Tuesday, October 8th, 10, 9 Central, only on PBS.
Welcome back. I'm Jackson Spencer here to bring you your public eye weather forecast. Starting off with the roof cam. It's looking very sunny outside, very nice. Some students going through the academic mall enjoying their day. Moving on to the map. In Houghton, it is 54 and sunny. Ironwood, 55 and sunny. And it looks like all of the east side of the UP is experiencing some sunny conditions. Iron Mountain, 59, sunny. Menominee, 61 and sunny. And then moving over to the east side of the state, Escanaba is 60 and mostly sunny. Manistee is 59 and mostly sunny. Sault Ste. Marie is experiencing some more clouds with some mostly cloudy skies. And then in our lovely Marquette, it is 55 and sunny. Looking closer into those conditions, we have winds north-northwest at 13 miles per hour. And the barometric pressure is 30.01 inches and falling. Taking a look into tonight's conditions, it's going to be mostly clear with a low of 45, with winds west-northwest at 9 miles an hour, and the moon phase is a waxing crescent. Looking at tomorrow's conditions, it's going to be mostly sunny with a high of 52, a low of 41, and winds north at 9 miles per hour. Then looking ahead into this weekend, into the weekend, on Thursday we have a high of 62, low of 54 with some mostly sunny skies. On Friday, a high of 66, low of 47 with some mostly cloudy skies. And then on Saturday, a high of 53, low of 43, and then back to mostly sunny skies. And that's all the weather I have. Back to the news desk.
Well, thank you for that weather update, Jackson. Let's all remember to stay warm as we experience these brisk fall conditions. But now it's time for your national news, starting with this. President Joe Biden plans to set a 10-year deadline for American cities to replace their lead pipe infrastructure. The president is expected to announce the new regulations in the form of an Environmental Protection Agency rule. That will be announced in Wisconsin today. EPA Administrator Michael Regan said both Biden and Vice President Harris believe it is a moral imperative for all Americans to have access to clean drinking water. The new regulations are the strongest in roughly 3 decades. They require water systems to ensure lead concentrations do not exceed 10 parts per billion, down from 15 under the current standard. The EPA estimates the new rules will prevent up to 900,000 infants from having low birth weight and will prevent up to 1,500 premature deaths a year from heart disease. And more than a dozen states have joined the District of Columbia in suing the enormously popular video sharing platform TikTok. They allege that the app is harming youth mental health through deliberately addictive design. A complaint from the District of Columbia in particular said TikTok knowingly perpetuates this addictive algorithm despite the potential for, quote, profound psychological and physiological harms, end quote. These include anxiety, depression, and body dysmorphia. TikTok is also facing the threat of a national ban under a new federal law passed earlier this year. It and its China-based parent company ByteDance are challenging the law. A 3-judge panel heard oral arguments in the case last month and are expected to issue a ruling that could be appealed to the U.S. Supreme Court. And Hurricane Milton is knocked down to a Category 4 storm, but the warnings remain dire for Floridians in its path. CBS's Christine Benavides reports from St. Pete Beach, already hard hit from Helene. Take a look.
Orlando residents piled on at this sandlot, filling bags to shore up their homes as Milton barrels toward Florida.
I have very expensive clothes.
78-year-old Suzanne Ferry packed up her car with what personal items she has left. The inside of her home in St. Pete Beach was destroyed in Hurricane Helene, and she barely escaped with her life.
I was sitting on the top of the fridge, across, and the fridge slipped down. Then I fell in the water, then I hold, where the sink was. I called my son in Vegas, told him, I'm not gonna make it, I'm gone.
Now this barrier island community is in harm's way once again.
You will die here if you don't move today. You will die tomorrow. You can't survive here.
Milton battered Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula, raining down on the vacation haven. Hurricane hunters experienced heavy turbulence flying into the storm. Forecasters say the so-called dirty side, where winds are the strongest, is expected to fall over Tampa Bay.
Even if it does weaken, you're still looking at a major hurricane.
Florida Governor Ron DeSantis is warning residents the clock is ticking.
Use today as your day to finalize and execute the plan that is going to protect you and your family.
Another concern, debris from Hurricane Helene is still littering the streets in some parts of the state, posing a danger if it becomes airborne or if it's carried off by floodwaters. Drivers filled their tanks at this gas station, a lone structure surrounded by debris fields. The governor is assuring residents there is enough fuel, with more on the way. Cristian Benavides, CBS News, St. Pete Beach, Florida.
And wait right there. After this short break, Toby Camilli will have a sports update you won't want to miss.
Tune in to the heartbeat of the Upper Peninsula. At Public Radio 90, we're more than just a frequency on your dial. We're your trusted home for national public radio. Let our diverse blend of music be the soundtrack to your day. Public Radio 90, where community comes alive. Tune in and let your imagination soar. Don't miss Weekday with Hans Ahlstrom, Monday through Friday from 3 to 4.
You're listening to member-supported Public Radio 90, WNMU FM.
Welcome to your Public Eye Sports Report. I'm your host, Toby Camilli. Starting things off on the pitch, NMU women's soccer player Justina Lesperance was named GLIAC Offensive Player of the Week. The Cats played 2 games this weekend, winning both. In their first game, they played Ferris State, where they prevailed 3-0, and where Lesperance had a goal and 2 assists. On Sunday, the Cats took down Saginaw Valley 3-1. Lesperance once again helped pave the way, where she had a goal and an assist. The team is now 6-2-2 overall and will take on Michigan Tech in Houghton this Friday at 4 p.m. And teeing things off to golf, both the men's and women's team traveled to Illinois to participate in the Flyers Fall Intercollegiate. After round 1 of the competition, the men's team is currently ranked 13th out of 17 teams. Walter Ilatalo currently leads the way for the Cats after a stellar round 1, scoring 74, which was only 2 strokes over par for the course. Ilatalo is tied for 13th individually with his score. After round 1, the women's team is currently ranked 9th out of 10 teams. Haley Bolander is leading the way for the women's team after scoring 7 strokes over par, good enough to put her in 16th place individually. NMU Golf head coach Ben Johnson stated they were playing some tough courses this weekend. The 2 teams will finish round 2 today, putting a wrap on the competition. Now to the Diamond we go. Yesterday in Cleveland, the Tigers beat the Guardians 3-0. The game went just about picture perfect for Tigers fans. Tarek Skubal started the game off, pitching 7 scoreless innings for the Tigers. The game was a defensive battle on both sides, scoreless through 8 innings, with 2 outs and 2 Tigers on base. In the top of the 9th inning, Kerry Carpenter hit a home run to deep right center to put the Tigers up 3 runs. The homer by Carpenter was the first that Emmanuel Clace has surrendered since August 30th, and the first that he's given up to a lefty batter all season. Bo Brisky was credited with a save after pitching a perfect inning at the bottom of the 9th, and the series is now tied 1-1 in a best-of-5 competition. Game 3 will take place tomorrow in Detroit at 3:08 p.m. That's all for sports. Now back to the desk.
Well, thank you for that sports update, Toby, but that's all the time we have left today at Public Eye News. I'm Liam Eulen-Joy.
And I'm Luke Niddle.
And we'll see you next time.
The preceding program was produced by WNMU-TV, Northern Michigan University Public Television, in studios located in Elizabeth and Edgar Hardin Hall.